I legitimately I didn't see this coming. Out of everything coming with Vanguard, I did not think it could take a turn for a worse. This just made the ray gun useless again. Okay, boys, here we go again, back on Vanguard Zombies with some brand new Season 2 Reloaded Vanguard Zombies news involving the pause feature. Yes, after teasing the pause feature for almost 4 months now, being like, yeah, it's coming, just not now. It is finally coming in a couple of days. You will be able to pause in Vanguard Zombies. However, it is not what you expect, and it is worse than I ever thought it could be. We're going to break it all down, but don't get too excited because there are a lot of restrictions on the pause feature. You're probably asking, how are there restrictions on a pause feature? And you know, if you had to guess, it's probably not at all what you expect. Okay, so this is what the blog post reads off. I'm gonna have to read this very quickly because I am in game right now and I can't pause to read this off. So we're gonna be reading this off as we're currently playing. As operators continue to face the undead and fight back in Von List, Terra Medella, and Durafong, they will soon find 2 new covenants to equip during their quest. Players will also take on the new sacrifice objective in Durafong. Dude, that is bad news. That is actually really bad. The sacrifice objective is this new objective right here, and this is hands down the worst objective in this game. It's very annoying. It's all time based, and there's really not much to be gained from this objective. Until this update, this was only in Terra Medella, and this is why I don't play the new map. The new map that in Vanguard was pretty much, yeah, this new objective makes it a lot worse, but they are now adding this objective in to the original map, which I guess it really doesn't make much of a difference anymore, but we're getting 2 new covenants. Okay, there we go. Objective complete. Let's read off the 2 brand new covenants. Critical expertise. Non-critical hits have a chance to become critical hits. Critical kills with death blow equipped will return ammo. That is pretty cool. So now there's going to be a new covenant that essentially when you buy it, if you get non-critical hits, there is going to be a chance that those hits count as critical. So at the rare tier, non-critical hits have a 10% chance to be critical. At epic, it goes up to 20%, and at legendary chance, 30% chance to hit crit and 50% bonus damage. So if you get that 30% chance of getting a crit, it's also going to have 50% on top of this. And this stacks with Death Blow. Death Blow right now is one of the most OP covenants in the entirety of Vanguard, because while using a shotgun, if you get a critical kill, you get 2 bullets back, and it only takes 1 bullet to kill. So essentially it gives shotguns infinite ammo. Now this is going to make it where it also works for non-weapons as well. I think this could be super powerful for the ray gun, because with the ray gun, you're almost never hitting crits. You're always going to be splashing at the ground. And now you're going to have a 30% chance for those to be headshots and a 50% bonus damage on top of that. All right, moving on to the next new covenant, explosive experts. Let's go. This is going to be, I feel like this might be super powerful for the ray gun. Your explosions do more damage to the enemy and less damage to you. So this is like PhD, but instead of, you know, just doing less damage to you, it's also going to make it where it does more to the enemies. I actually want to test this out really bad. Splatterfest and energy mine explosion damage is increased. Ray gun splash damage is not affected. Well, rip, wait, what the heck? What's the point of this covenant? They specifically exclude the ray gun. It's like, all right, this covenant makes it so it does more damage, except if you're using the ray gun. All right, that kind of kills my hype for this. Rare, your explosions do 50% more damage to the enemy and 50% less to you. Epic, your explosions do 75% more damage to the enemy and 75% less damage to you. Legendary, your explosives do double damage to the enemy and 100%. So once you get to this, to the final tier, you are no longer going to deal explosive damage to yourself, and the explosions are going to be twice as good. This just made the ray gun useless again, because right now the ray gun's a little bit better than the rocket launchers, but since this doesn't work for the ray gun, this 1000% is going to make the Panzerfaust the new ray gun. So they pretty much they buffed the ray gun to make the ray gun better than the rocket launchers. But if you have explosives expert, yeah, there's no reason to use the ray gun. Definitely stick to the Panzerfaust. You can spawn in with it, and it is going to be the go-to, because 200% damage on the Panzerfaust is going to be insane, especially since you can't damage yourself. You're going to be able to just sit in the corner and I guarantee you there's going to be some sort of AFK farm where you can have like some sort of micro sitting in the corner with ammo, just spamming at the ground with that. That is going to be ridiculous. I'm a little disappointed it doesn't work for the ray gun, but you know, it is what it is. It's not like we're playing this game a ton anyway. And now finally moving on to the last thing in the blog post, this being the pause feature. But before we do that, this video is sponsored to you by our brand new merch. Our pause merch here. It is going to be linked in the description below. We have pause shirts here to buy. We've got multiple different designs. We got the big clear design. We've also got the one with the white in the middle here. And then we've got the simplistic design at the top right here. You can see it right here. And the most important thing to note about these shirts, you can wear these for more than 2 hours each and every day. If you buy these, you can wear it as much as you want every single day. There's no time restriction on it. But all right, moving back to Vanguard here. Notably, the Season 2 Reloaded update will also add dedicated server pause for solo games, as well as additional bug fixes to be detailed by Treyarch in the next upcoming days. Players in solo matches and single-player private matches will be able to pause up to 2 hours collectively per match on dedicated servers. And you can continue to indefinitely pause in offline/local matches. A lot of stuff here. So yeah, you can pause for up to a total of 2 hours. That is it. And it's not in one time. So let's say you start off your game, you play for about an hour. You're like, you know what? I got to go use the restroom. So you pause the game, you go use the restroom and come back 30 minutes later. Now you only have a total of 130 minutes left. You can pause this game. That is it. So let's say you go eat and you take an hour to eat after that and you pause again and you come back an hour later. Now you only have 30 minutes remaining. You can pause. I don't know why they did this, but you are limited. You only get 2 hours of pausing per game. So if you want to start a game and you're like, you know what, I'm tired, I want to finish this in the morning, unless you're sleeping for 2 hours, that's not happening. I legitimately didn't see this coming. Out of everything coming with Vanguard and all the memes with the pause feature and kind of how just an absolute dumpster fire this pause feature has been, I did not think it could take a turn for worse. But yeah, you get 2 hours of pausing. Period. That is it. I don't know why there's that restriction on it. I don't know if for some reason that was part of the bug that took them for fixing it. But yeah, we are going to be able to pause. I am just glad. But besides just being able to pause for 2 hours, it is super restrictive. It is only for solo games. You cannot pause if you are playing with a friend. And I know that's how zombies used to be, but for the last 5 years, that has not been the case. For Black Ops 4 and Cold War, if you were playing with friends, you were able to pause the game. So not only did it take them 4 months to get to this point, we are stepping back 5 years in terms of like progression in zombies. They have taken us 5 years into the past with the pause feature, and even more, because even in World at War, you were able to pause. Came out in 2008. You could pause, and you could pause for however much you wanted to. So even after 4 months of waiting, the pause feature in Vanguard is going to be more basic than any pause feature we have ever seen in any zombies experience. It is going to be the most bare bone, most just like, I wouldn't even really consider this a pausing feature, because most of the time people want to pause, it's to use the restroom, which I guess this solves that issue as long as you're not playing long games. But if you want to leave a game on overnight, you straight up can't do that. There's no way you're only going to be sleeping for 2 hours. I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand any of the decisions behind this, but that is what is going on with this right now. And to make it even worse, I feel like they taunt us in all of these. At the end of all these blog posts, they've been ending it off with, and as always, you can indefinitely pause in offline/local games. Like, it's almost like, oh, you guys shouldn't be worried about a pause feature. You can do this in offline/local. Not everyone has that option. On my PC right now, I don't have the option to play offline/local. Not all platforms have that option. So like, I don't see why a pause feature is that big of a deal. You've always been able to just, do it offline on local. No, I can't. If I back out of this game right now, I don't have the option to play offline and local. So if they're going to add this and at the end of every blog post being like, as always, if you guys really want to pause, just go offline/local, I think all platforms should have that option, because as a PC player, you have never once been able to pause in Vanguard Zombies since it has launched. And it's just, dude, I don't know. Like I said, I try to keep it as positive as possible in this video and just keep it as informative. But a lot of the changes from this update just don't make a lot of sense. A lot of people don't like the brand new purge objective, or the new sacrifice objective that was added, and now they're adding it to Durafong. And then it's like, oh, we're also going to add this really cool covenant, but it doesn't work for the ray gun. We're going to be adding the pause feature, but it only lasts for 2 hours. It feels like everything they added was just like, I don't know. It is what it is, boys. I'm just glad we're going to be able to pause. And if you do, click the link below and check out the merch. I do appreciate it a lot. I really like these shirt designs. I think they're the cleanest designs I've ever launched on our store. If not, completely understand. But yeah, that is the current state of Vanguard Zombies and the update we're getting in a few days. Maybe we'll test out the brand new Explosive Expert Covenant. I kind of want to see how powerful that's going to be with the Panzerfrost. I don't think I'm going to test out the critical expertise. It just doesn't seem like that entertaining for a video. But yeah, that is it. Let me know your guys' opinion on the new Covenant, the Purge objective coming to Durafong, and the pause feature that is limited to 2 hours per match and doesn't work in MP. Only works in solo games. Yep, and as always, if you guys want to see anything happening with Vanguard or zombies in general, we'll have it on this channel here. We've got a secondary channel with daily COD Mobile and Minecraft videos, and then we're uploading daily exclusive videos over on Facebook, playing through Skyblock Survival right now. Highly recommend it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Hey, thanks for watching the entire video, and everyone who's became a Twitch sub or a YouTube member, and an extra special thanks to those who've taken above and beyond and became an Unlock Plus Plus member here on YouTube. We've got the 2x Trader Purple, the hero Arrow Pharaoh, the most OP Gobblegum ever Round Robin, and the absolute legend Nick G.